At this time, I ask you to remain standing. We will have the national anthem. It will be by the Stamford High School Baptist Singers, directed by Mrs. Gloria Segovia. At this time, let's please welcome the Honorable Mayor of Stamford, Michael Pavey.
Good afternoon, class of 2011. This is a wonderful afternoon. I want to acknowledge and congratulate Principal Donna Valentine, the administrators, the teachers, the staff, the parents, the friends, the family, and most importantly, all of you, the graduating class of 2011, Stamford High School. Today, ladies and gentlemen, marks a very specific monument, a time in your life. It's a moment that you realize that today is a transition from your comfort zone, a transition away from your friends, your high school, all things that are familiar.
Emily's so happy.
And ladies and gentlemen and graduates, you're facing now a wide open door. After today, you'll be looking through that door with curiosity and apprehension. And I know that it leads to some anticipation, anxiety, and even fear. But I'm telling you, don't be uncertain, don't be troubled, and don't be afraid. As you look through the doorway, always remember who you are and where you came from. Step through that door with courage and commitment, knowing who you are and where you came from, and take confidence in the wonderful education that your parents and your teachers and the administrators at Stamford High School have given you, and know that you now have the tools to win in life. So as you walk through that door, also remember what you're bringing into the world. As you walk through that door, be happy, be excited, not only for this wonderful moment that you'll recall for the rest of your lives, but more importantly, about the great new world that you're entering. And always remember, the most important discovery that you can make in life does not lie within the intricacies of science, nor the complexities of math, nor in the brilliance of art. The most important discovery that you will make is who you are, the gifts you bring, and where your passion lies. Embrace who you are and the gifts you have. I've talked about the doors this evening, and many doors lead to streets. So let me close with a quote. And that is, when you get to that crossroad, when you get to those crossroads and those streets, choose the right direction. Whether it's teaching, whether you move on to become involved in medicine, in science, in art, or public service, you will be bringing to your society, to your world, to your community, to your loved ones, all of those things that you can offer, and there you will find fulfillment in your lives. So as mayor of the great city of Stamford, I'm here to congratulate you and tell you how proud I am, each and every one of you. And that comes from a proud mayor and a proud city. Congratulations, Stamford High School 2011.
Thank you, Mayor. At this time, we'd like to bring up your class, senior class president, Sean Orba. Come on up, Sean.
Let me get my speech. Hold on. You know, first, I didn't want to actually say this and be so generic, but we made it! So, good evening, Mayor Pavia, Dr. Starr, Dr. Hamilton, Ms. Talati, members of the Board of Education, and all distinguished guests. Class, as you take your last few breaths as a student on this apparent hill, you might be wondering a few things. For example, am I ready for college or the real world? Are things just going to get harder in life? Have I accomplished all that I could have during my time at SHS? Or, who is that ridiculously good-looking man speaking in front of me right now? Well, I'm here to tell you that none of those answers to these questions matter, because all we can know for certain is that we're here today wearing these deserved caps and gowns, looking forward to collecting our high school diplomas. And I'm confident in saying we must have done something right to make that happen. And with that being said, congratulations to all of you who are sitting before me and who make up the class of 2011. Give yourselves a hand. Although we're all here to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2011, there are many more people that should be mentioned. And on behalf of the senior class, I thank the entire amazing faculty, parents, friends, for educating, caring, and providing us with the tools we needed to make it here today and to succeed upon graduation. We owe you for your unending efforts, whether it be in your teachings or for the parents out there, for your attempts at being our alarm clocks during the bedridden illness of senioritis. Regardless, we thank you all. Give them a hand, please. And you know, it might seem scary to not only you adults out there, but to us as well, that we are the businessmen, the teachers, and the parents of tomorrow. Well, guess what? From the first day of high school, when we were a few inches shorter and a few years younger, I personally have seen people shape themselves into fine individuals, abundant in talent, knowledge, and potential. We are the men and women of tomorrow, and we are the men and women who will strive to bring good to this world. Senior class, Whether you can hit home runs, sing high C's, or get 5s on every AP exam known to man, the world needs you and your gifts. The world needs some more Black Knights. So, now that we have finally made it to graduation, it isn't time to put a pause on our hard work. This is the time to push forward into the next journey of our lives, into college, into getting a degree, joining the military and exploring the world, or working full-time. Whatever it is, it's a good thing as long as we make use of the gifts we were given and all that we've acquired within the walls of the great school in the hill. You know, there are many people out there today that really make me wonder, and I've learned many things over the years, that there are some people who could really excel in the baseball field, football field, any sport field. Excel in the classroom, excel, basically anything, being a techie, being anything, being somebody who, can get 5s on every AP exam. But regardless, it's not always just about the books and everything we're learning in classroom. It really is about finding our talents, finding our gifts, and really making use of them, and making ourselves the best individuals that we can possibly make. And not only do you want his face in our pockets, but Benjamin Franklin, that good-looking man, once said, "Your talents for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade?" The time for adventure and exploring is now, and hopefully all of us will rise to the occasion and seize it like we've all done to get here today. Good luck to all of you in your future endeavors. And, as I've said earlier, at this moment, we may be taking our final breaths as a student of Stamford High School, but not till the day we die will we be taking our last few breaths as a Black Knight. Black Knights today, Black Knights forever. And let me tell you, Stamford High School class of 2011, we have one bright future ahead of us. Congratulations.
Come on, that's not enough for Sean. Come on, let me hear it. Please welcome at this time the message from the Central Staff, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joshua Starr.
Congratulations, class of 2011. We are so proud of you. To the parents, thank you so much for entrusting us with your children these last few years. To the faculty and staff, thank you so much for preparing our kids for college. Graduates, please give it up for your teachers, administration, and staff. What a wonderful job. There are many words of advice that people will give you. I simply have one: work hard, be compassionate. Simply work hard in life and you will be successful. Thank you, congratulations.
Our next speaker, the Vice President of the Stamford Board of Education, Mr. Jerry Peter.
Dr. Starr was a lot shorter than I'm going to be. But it's very hot and it's very humid. The last time I was here, it was like 200 degrees in the gym and the humidity was 200%, so I am going to be pretty quick enough. On behalf of the Stamford Board of Education, as its Vice President, it is my privilege and honor today to congratulate the Stamford High School class of 2011. Congratulations. I congratulate you on your accomplishments, your achievements, and both in the classroom and on the field. I congratulate you on caring and understanding of the people of your community around you. I congratulate you on your personality, that persona that makes you special. You are special, you're all special. In the past and the present, from elementary school through high school, you marveled your teachers along the way with your accomplishments, with your caring and your understanding, with your vivacious personality that has made the class of 2011 stand out as special. And as you move on to greater challenges in your future, you will continue to accomplish, to achieve, to marvel us again and again, for it is inherent in that personality, that caring, the understanding of this graduating class of 2011 to be a guiding force as we travel farther into the 21st century. As you move on to the year of 2021, you will soon come to realize that you, all of you, are the hope for our future. We all know what's going on in the world today. You are the people that must solve the problems caused by past generations. Generations of people who cared more about how much money they made than how much they cared for their environment, or their community, or their fellow man. The question is not, will you be prepared to solve these puzzles? The question is not, will you want to solve these puzzles? The question for the class of 2011 is, how will you do it? How will you do it? For we already know, all of us, your teachers and these administrators, we know you will. The things that are going on today have to be corrected. You are the people that have to do that. For you in the class of 2011, those individuals who will never have to say these absolutely terrible phrases. I could have, I should have, I would have. I should have tried to clean the waters in the air. I could have tried to solve the mysteries of bankrupt states. You will never have to say, I would have tried to solve the puzzle of how many homeless people there are in our country, but I didn't know how. Because you are the class of 2011, you're going to solve those problems. I'm not saying this to do a speech. I am saying this because we trust those people here that you're going to save what's out there. This is a very tough task. And you're going to move forward and you're going to do this. I have faith. I know a lot of people here. My friend over here, Sean, the reason I said little is because last time I saw him, he was Alvin in my Christmas show. And it was fantastic. You are the class of 2011, achievers, doers who will go about each new challenge, each major task, just as you have, with caring, with understanding, and I believe, just as every teacher and administrator has witnessed your accomplishments, especially in these last 4 years, that the class of 2011 will venture forth into the future, take each task at hand, solve them all, one by one, and then, at your 20th class reunion, you'll gather together and say, we did it. Let me hear you say that right now, as loud as you can. We did it. And I'm hoping, because guess what? You're going to have to take care of people like me. More importantly, you made us all proud. More importantly, you will have to make ourselves proud. The class of 2011, caring, achieving, proud. The class of 2011, time to move on. To care, accomplish, make yourself proud. And on behalf of the Stamford Board of Education, and all these moms and dads who are looking at you, thinking that just yesterday, you graduated from preschool. Congratulations. May God always smile down upon you. And to those people that are here that used to be in the Northrop Little League and the Glumber Community Center, just call out, hey Jerry, and I'll be there.
Our next speaker, it's a great honor for me to introduce him as your commencement address person. Today's program, graduation program, may reach Stamford Director of Public Safety. That's great, that's a volunteer position, a salary Bobby Valentine will donate back to the charity. Bobby Valentine is an icon in this town. You will get an opportunity to hear him tonight. Let's give you a little background on him first. I have covered his career from probably when he was 12 years old as a sportscaster. To me, he's the most decorated athlete in Stamford's history. He played on the football field, the one that, too bad we couldn't get out there today when it was grass. Running back for Rippewam High School All-State, and probably one of the most historic football games of high school played in Stamford, against Stamford Capital. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Dodgers on the first round. Played in the major leagues. Following that, became manager, Texas Rangers, the New York Mets. Actually, the last manager to bring them to the World Series. Shortly after that, he managed in Japan. And we all know what happened there. If you don't, I'm going to tell you. He won a national championship with his team. His charitable work in Stamford is unfounded. You need Bobby Valentine. Bobby Valentine never forgot where he came from, the town of Stamford. He is now on the ESPN Sunday night game of baseball, and also part-times in on baseball tonight. Please welcome and greet our guest tonight, Bobby Valentine.
Thank you. And I will be short, I promise, because this is your night. And I won't take up too much of it, but first I'd like to thank the mayor for being here, all the faculty, the Board of Education, all the dignitaries that are here tonight, because everyone wants to share in this special occasion. It is a special occasion. When the mayor was up here speaking, he said this is a wonderful moment in your time and in your life. And what I want you to reflect on for this moment are the 3 million seconds that you spent in high school. Because these 3 million seconds that you spent here in this school with the people who are around you, being taught by the faculty who are here to honor you, are the most important 3 million seconds of your life. They will live with you and make a very indelible impression on your life, whatever you do from here on in. I saw Sean pull out the shades when he went to sit down. And the reason Sean pulled those shades out, I'm sure, is because his and your future is very bright. And I don't want anyone to be blinded by the sun. So I want you to understand that your future is in front of you. And that Nelson Mandela said, the greatest way to conquer the world's problems is with education. And what you all have and you're carrying away from here tonight is a Stanford education that you should be proud of. One that will make you better each and every day of your life. But before I sit down, I'd like to throw something out there that you might be able to catch, put it in your pocket and take it home with me, or with you. Something you might be able to remember and keep. And I call these my 3 R's for success. Because when I was growing up in this town, and I was going to Ryle School and Clunin School and Rippleham High School, my mom and dad, who were Italian immigrants, always talked about the 3 R's of success. They stood for reading, writing, arithmetic in their mind. And my mom always said, get a great education, Bobby, because it's like a best friend. It's a best friend because a best friend is someone you can turn to when you're in need. And a good education is just that. Something you can turn to when you're in need. And I'm going to give you my other 3 R's, and these are my 3 R's for success. I think they're going to help you if you learn how to use them. And from this day on, the first R of success is the R of responsibility. Okay, you're going to be doing something else next year where people aren't going to be taking care of you as much as they've taken care of you up until this day. You'll be possibly away from your parents, away from your high school teachers, your guidance counselors, the people who have taken care of you, and you must understand that you learn to be responsible to yourself, responsible to the community you live in, and responsible to those people who surround you. Take that word responsibility and tie it together with another R word, and that's the R word of respect. And remember, there are many people who are older than you, many who are younger, and many who are the same age. They all should get your respect. Why should they get your respect? Because it's a reflective word. The more you give it, the more you get it. So give everyone respect, and you'll be respected also. But also remember this, that reflective word means when you look in the mirror and you see that person looking back at you, you must learn to respect that person as much as anyone you'll ever meet in life. That person's the person who has to learn the difference between right and wrong, has to understand the responsibilities to society,
and has to understand that there's no hiding from the reflection that you'll see in the mirror. So take responsibility and respect and tie it together with that wonderful word of reality. Huh? And understand that your reality is that you're all lucky. You're all special, and you're all lucky, and you're lucky not only because you're here today and you're graduating and so many things have been given to you, but because you live in the greatest country in the world. You have friends that surround and abound you, and that opportunity is presented for you to go out and take it. I want you to understand that your reality is exactly what you will make of it. And we have been here to help you. We will continue to be here to help you, but you have to understand success comes with respect, responsibility, and the fact that you really do love yourself. I appreciate you having me here tonight to give you that little message. I hope you can be as successful as you hope to be. Congratulations, Black Knights 2011. God bless you.
That wasn't loud enough for Bobby Valentine. Come on!
We're getting close, guys, to the diplomas, but first we're going to have a musical selection from the Madrigal Singers under the direction of Mrs. Gloria Sinagunya, and they'll do the farewell song. hear louder applause than that. Come on! Thank you. It's getting to be that time. And for the presentation of the graduating class, let's hear it for your principal, Dr. Donna Valentine.
Good evening, good evening. Congratulations, you made it. You will always have a special a place in my heart as my first graduating class from Stamford High School. You were kind and you were warm and you were welcoming. Whether it was in the classroom, in the hallways, at the mall, or maybe eating a burger at Lucky's, I came to know and to love you, and I wish you the best of luck. Ladies and gentlemen, by the power vested in me as the principal of Stamford High School, I present to you the graduating class of 2011.
I'd like to hear a nice round of applause too for the reading of the graduate names. They do a fabulous job every year. Ms. Tiffany Clark and also Mr. Jeremy White. Let's hear it for them. And the diplomas will be awarded by members of the Board of Education, in addition to the senior class advisors and assistant principals, and also granted and some parents. Thank you.
A1 stand up, please. Sean Ormond.